Good evening, guys. It's Gary from Every Week We Follow. Welcome to our latest episode of Claret Brew. We are here at the Attic Brewery again, one of my favourite establishments in the south of Birmingham. Make sure you come down here and check out the fabulous beer. Now, what you're about to see is an unedited, just a free kind of few friends chatting about the Villa game and football in general. It's ultimate chaos. I just want to bring something that's authentic and real. So it's a bit of a mess, but I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like and subscribe. And enjoy the show. See you on the other side.
Thank you so much for coming on. Right, so let's talk about the Arsenal game. Discuss what are we feeling. First of all, I just want to say, right, the atmosphere for that winning goal was probably the best thing I've ever experienced at Villa Park. The limbs were insane.
So down with the kids.
I nearly lost Ava. I had Ava with one hand. I had a guy here jumping up and down. The guys in front of me were jumping up and down. Like it was sweets everywhere, fucking drinks everywhere. But
Something like Willy Wonka's factory.
yeah, mate, it was. I had a big fruitella.
I've got a point on that. Willy Wonka's factory.
There's fruitellas flying in the air. But the great, for the first time, like probably ever, was the connection between the players. The way the players reacted.
Same on the pitch. They were going mad. Yeah. Everyone around that.
Watch the reaction. Daniel Marlon and Euro Tillemans went off to one direction. Look, Buendía is fucking emotional. His face when he ran to. I was like,
Did you see the camera that was trained on Emery?
yeah.
Even Ollie got involved on the celebrations, didn't they?
In the freeze frame, it looks like he's going to bite Buendía's head off. He's like, I'm going to lick your face off, Buendía. Come here.
I thought Ollie was quite good yesterday.
I think Ollie
Worked really hard.
There was a moment where he just like sent
But can
songs to the
we
campus.
talk about the miss? Right, because
we can.
First half. First half.
mate, it's worse than leisure leagues. That's worse than like I missed one like that today. And I was
The first half one that he made for himself.
Yeah. He did all the hard work.
It's just him in a nutshell.
Yeah.
All the hard work.
You're right, Roy thought he did this, but it was like to the bottom left
It was a great save, but it was like
I'm really sorry, but I'll tell you why he didn't. It's because he's not. He's everything else except a footballer. And I was actually thinking about you because I knew exactly what you would have done.
Yeah.
And you just passed into like defenders. And the keeper was always going that way. It's just fucking unbelievable.
Like he's trying to second guess the keeper. So frustrating because thankfully we won the game.
Yeah.
But like that's twice in 3 years that Watkins is left like scar marks on our retinas from his chances. Did it against Arsenal 2 seasons ago?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, against Arsenal. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know very well, I've been calling Ollie out for at least 2 seasons now. And we've had some friendly banter, arguments even, heated debates.
But friendly all the way.
Friendly all the way. But I'm actually going to defend Ollie tonight.
Yeah. Completely
Controversial.
On the basis of that game.
on the basis that against Brighton there was distinct improvement, and yesterday, yes, he missed that goal, and it seemed to me to not a great footballer to be the easier thing to score than miss. Once he'd done all the hard work,
Mate, he's
but I
11 yards out.
I thought he was pulling their defence all over the place, and I thought he called
He's not a Villa starter in an England starter for no reason. He does do a lot of work.
exactly what Alex just said. He was bashing them about. He was putting himself about yesterday.
He'll come off the pitch and go run 12k today, but I can't kick him.
No,
true. And I don't know how to
I haven't seen him in play.
For weeks and weeks and weeks now, he's looked almost disinterested.
And yesterday,
Throw that accusation at him for yesterday. So this is why I'm not digging him out. I'm going, do you know what? I'm seeing a spark here from him again. That said, anybody here think he actually scored 2 against Brighton? I reckon Guessand scored that first one. I'm saying this because it's inconclusive.
Never score a goal.
When he scored against Young Boys,
yeah, because someone bounced it off him.
well, yeah, he is shit. But I can't understand if Ollie's sliding in this way and Guessand's sliding in this way. If Ollie scored that ball, how come the ball has gone that way?
He hooked it. Mate, you've got to give him the benefit of the day because he fucking needs
Even in his post-match interview, he said he preferred his second goal because there was no doubt that it was his goal.
Well, yes, but mate, we're talking about Arsenal game now. We're not going back in time. Right?
I feel like it might have been like a Christmas charity thing for Ollie Watkins. £1 to score a goal.
Don't you think the Arsenal game, just completely sums him up. I mean, he puts in so much work, and he occupies defenders. Proper shit at every match. He's very coachable. He's a massively consummate professional. I've got nothing against the guy. I think he's been a brilliant servant for Villa. You're judging him on where we want to be, and is he a top level? He's not a natural footballer, not a natural finisher. So it sounds stupid to say.
No, it doesn't. So after that result yesterday, like obviously lots of things people saying we're title contenders or challenging for the title, but we won't win the title if we just start putting the ball in the back of the net. It's as simple as, because like we scored 7 goals in 36 games. Like it's not great return, right? So like I'm not. But what I will say, like you mentioned there, is that at least in the last couple of games, he's looked like he's interested in playing again. And his reaction to the winning goal yesterday, that's the first time I've seen him celebrate a goal.
I'm watching your videos, that's why.
Yeah, but mate, I'm begging him to come on the show.
He doesn't like.
Come and talk to us.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Brighton's second goal.
What are we talking about?
Because it's Ollie we're talking about. Brighton's second goal. Were you absolutely screwed? Because that's everything you said about both Watkins and then Torres running back at his goal. All in the space of 10 seconds.
Yes, like obviously I don't like to say I told you so, but like I was right.
I watched that and I just went, I would love to see Gary's face right now.
So
Ollie's missed one and now Torres has scored no goals. He's running back at his own goal.
I'm not gonna lie, 2-0 down, I was fucking fuming. Well, I didn't watch along, and like, so these guys were watching. I swear to like, that second goal against Brighton was awful. As goals conceded go, you go. As soon as they played through, I thought, well, this is going to be a goal. It made it worse, but he kicked it in his own net, and I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, you absolute... Like,
I mean, that was a bit unlucky, but it was watching him running back at his own goal.
The thing with Torres,
imagine what Gary's saying now.
When you play in front of Torres, he's a great defender, but once you turn him around towards his own goal, he's got no pace, no pace at all. And so you kind of, look, at the end of the day, like, we shouldn't, like 2 seasons ago, we wouldn't have won at Brighton. 2-0 down, we would have crumbled. Like,
No, I didn't see us from 2-0 down.
I didn't see it. Mate, the fact we were 2-2 at half time, we were shit in that first half. I don't know how it happened. Now, we were due a performance. Saturday, we got a performance. I thought we outplayed Arsenal in the first half. We deserved the 1-0 lead. We should have been second half. They were good second half. For 15 minutes, they were. They pegged us back.
I thought it looked like 2 really good football teams.
Until the last 10 minutes.
How many goals? What surprised me?
We were there with it.
What surprised me, Arsenal looked like they were blowing out their arse after 75 minutes. Declan Rice looked fucked. And I was like...
We've had a tough run of games, though.
I didn't expect it because he's their main catalyst for it. And actually, like, if you look at certain key players, Eze got shit, like, taken off at half time. Matty Cash, like, I think he's biggest critic, man. And, like, fuck me, like, he's been our most consistent player this year. He's been absolutely brilliant.
And he's gorgeous.
And he's a beautiful golfer, mate.
Really good at golf as well.
And he got the tickets to Goodison.
And he got me tickets to the empty game. And he's such a beautiful human. And I know that you're coming to Acorns again in December. I'll see you there, mate. You know, there's other social media people that slag you off, mate. Not me. I think you're brilliant.
The thing is, no, going back to Ollie Watkins, though, I think the problem with Ollie is, as we've talked about in previous weeks, is he misses all these chances. I agree with Johnny. He's not the sort of person you think is a footballer as such. He's going to get it, but actually, there isn't many other players around who get to 15 goals a season.
That's the thing. Whenever
He's not going to this season, though, is
you get asked is have his how realistically, how ideally, and it's just a very difficult question to answer.
Look, if he can go between now and the end of the season and score 15 goals,
Exactly, then
we're winning.
But that's the point then that really is missing though.
But do you think he can score 15 in 23?
Outside the box. What if he's put it together and he starts scoring inside the box?
I don't want to turn to an Ollie bashing thing because I've done it a lot, right? But the fact of the matter is that we've changed the way we play, right? And so he has to adapt. Like, he can't go, oh, I'm not getting the service, because when Marlon starts or comes on, the guy is so direct, his movement is so much more electrifying than Watkins. He should have scored, mate. And that's bread and butter for him. He should have scored.
That was a diamond chance. I didn't think after that we'd get back another one.
For some reason, he hit it with the out, like he curled it rather than putting his laces through it. I don't know.
His finish, that
Yeah,
as well.
he likes to smash it.
So yes, across the keeper.
But look, like,
He scored a couple already like that.
I'm quite on the Finalysis app, go and check it out, right? I scored them all kind of 95, apart from, I've got to talk about him because I think he was fucking outstanding yesterday, was Ian Matson. Like, honestly, like, I've been saying it for so long, like, he needs to start over Buendía, and I was a bit unsure, but it made perfect sense yesterday because if you'd have started Buendía, we'd have had no pace down that right-hand side.
I was surprised he didn't go with Buendía. I thought he'd go with Buendía to shackle Saka.
But you got to pace, and actually Matson dealt with Saka brilliantly. I think he beat him once, and then he had to do with Madueke in the second half and did exactly the same. And not only that, he's better going forward. He picked the ball up twice and ran 70 yards with the ball. I was like,
I just realised that his name's
Is that the first time that they've not actually integrated?
Isn't it Jan that just spelled it
Oh,
right?
is it, yeah?
I'm starting over Dean, definitely.
Yeah.
I thought that's quite a long time.
Mate, well, I think he's earned it. Like, I think he's not. People say, and probably rightly so, he's not as defensively sound as Toney, but Toney against Wolves last week got beat for pace so easily, and I was like, but Toney's 31. It's like League playing down Leicester League's trying to chase 17-year-olds.
French internationals.
Yeah,
You only
oh, yes, it's the order you like.
Were you at school with Graham Potter?
a couple of years below.
Revelation of what? You went to school with Graham Potter?
I was about 2 years in the league, You also went to that school, but you were still a child.
He was in that still that. He was in year 7
Before James's time.
I just remember that there was a good. I mean, I remember I watched my team play sometimes and remember him as a good player, but I didn't know him socially.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been a nice claim to fame, mate. But yeah, there we go. Happy days. But look, so realistically, boys, the question is, can Villa win the league?
Of course they can.
Of course they can, but they won't.
I don't think they will.
They can win one thing, I would say. But they're going to try and win like 4 and win none again.
Yeah.
So they could win.
We're out of the one.
I think they've got more chance to Europa.
No, they've already zipped out of one, so they can only go for 3.
But look, I think this month's massive. If we get to the end of December, we've got to play Man United. We've got to play West Ham, Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenal through December.
You've been saying that since October. We just keep on.
Since the start of the season.
We just keep on winning, Gary.
No, exactly. When I looked at these fixtures, I thought we'd get tough this month in December, and then we started as way we started in the first 4 or 5 games. We couldn't score a goal. I was like, fuck, we're getting relegated, right?
I said 10 games later.
You ever look back at your messages from the start of the season with other people?
Yeah.
And how it's like, it's going to be a long season.
Mate,
And like 3 months later,
Kaz won in the end.
Hold on a minute.
no, mate, I was the only one that said I'd rather get rid of the whole squad than fucking and keep Emery.
If you're asking if Villa can win the league, like you wouldn't have said Leicester can win the league. So one of the main questions is who else is going to win it.
Yeah.
And judging by Arsenal the other day, you said they look knackered after an hour. Or whatever. I think they're fucking psychologically.
They haven't got the minerals to go over the line,
You
have they?
know, like they're not even anywhere near them.
They've got 3 centre halves out. They've had a load of tough games. They have Man City. No, Chelsea have 3
Every
games.
team gets injuries.
Ahead of the other days.
You know, it's basically City's league. Like, if they get their shit together, they'll win.
Mate, they already have.
By
They
and
smashed
last
them
week,
yesterday.
they've had a tough 14 days.
Yeah.
Well, against City.
Well, look, the thing is, we've got the same problem with Arsenal. We haven't got experienced players that know how to get over the line. We haven't got the winning mentality.
As an
right? So, but the thing is, what I will say this season is that, and after that game yesterday, is that we've got a togetherness that I haven't seen before, right? And I've not seen that reaction from players. And so, like I say, it's all this puts and maybes. But if we got to the end of December, let's say we win all those games, big ass, right? Biggest. Away at Chelsea and away at Arsenal, massive. But let's say we at least beat West Ham, beat Man United, and get draws against Chelsea and Arsenal away. Right? We're fucking well in it, man. Like, we're absolutely well in it.
I'd back us to beat Arsenal away because we're Palace.
Well,
we are to them what Palace are to us.
Yeah, we've got to play Palace in January. They fucking won today. Like, it's fucking. It comes down to that fucking.
Who the fuck
is
is that?
sober, aren't they? We can't do it. Like, every turn. I think we've got to. What I hated about this week was right. So we did a preview show and spoke to numerous Arsenal fans. I had so many comments about how they were going to smash us and how that we were a mid-table team and how Emery was a shit coach. And I was like, we'll see at the end of the night. Let's see. Right, and I think they've got to start putting some fucking respect on Emery's name because this guy's a world-class manager.
just thought for fans, mate. I remember FA Cup final and smashes 4-0.
Yeah, I remember that time,
After
mate.
70 minutes, they're all in the shoot. I was as well.
Well, we're 4-0. Mate, I travelled from Devon that time.
Out to pub now. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Go and celebrate with your team.
No, mate, they are dreadful. Like, I've had a lot of comments today going, "Oh, we're still top of the league." I went, "For now, right?" I said, "Look, we ain't going to win the league, but Man City will." And like, we all know that January comes, and Man City will just fucking win every game, and like fucking.
It's generally weak defensively though. They get picked off, don't they? They'll lose a few games.
Oh no, they can.
It's going to be the widest open league, I reckon,
Look,
for a number of years.
Let's hope that like Man City run away with it. Right, we're in second place. The Chargers will come in. They get fucked over. We win the league.
I'd rather win it outright than by some kind of.
I think it'll be late 70s, early 80s points wise they'll win it. Because everyone's been it.
I think we'll get. Look, my predictions will be around the 70-point mark. Which will secure Champions League football, but it won't win you the league.
Mate, the fact that we've been talking about qualifying for the Champions League is
points off
massive.
winning it, I reckon.
I'm being a typical Van here and thinking we're 4 points off safety.
Yeah. Mate, you're a 2015 fan. You know what I mean? That's what that is. But look,
Bring back McLeish.
no. Look, I think I still think I said this at the start of the season. The aim should be to try and win the Europa League because the league thing was always going to be a bonus. We shouldn't even really be where we are for some reason. Like Emery's got like what we've done this in the last probably 6 games. He's won when we shouldn't have, which we haven't done in probably 5 seasons.
Okay, Gary, I'm going to give you a hypothetical here. We are within a point at the top of the Premier League. So we are top of the Premier League, level of points-ish, something like that with whoever, come end of April. We've got a threadbare squad again. We're in a semi-final of a Europa League.
Oh, fucking hell.
And he's got to prioritise.
Why? League.
Because if he's got injuries and suspensions, and if he goes for both, I don't know what game he's got on Saturday after Thursday.
For me, the only time that you rest players is if you're in a final.
Yeah, so we're top of the league
Too much.
in April. Right? So we'll be guaranteed Champions League football, so you go for the league.
Yeah, there you go. Then so you're not prioritising.
No, but what I'm saying is that.
Being the only manager in history to win the Europa League with 3 teams with Villa in there, mate.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
It's really the stars, right? So, and this, and
That'd be all right,
in 2015-16, or 16-17, when he was manager at Sevilla, right, they lost their first 5 games, right, and just like we've shit in our first 5 games, he then finished 5th and won the Europa League with Sevilla, right, and now like the same thing's happening, and we've got to remember that he's doing this with basically a Steven Gerrard team. Like
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. No, we're not. We are.
We're a Smith team.
Well, whatever.
With Kamara.
What I'm saying is, with all the shit
I love him so much.
yeah, mate, we'll get out to him in a minute. But the fact of the matter is, we've got a real opportunity to do something special this year. And I feel like we're close to greatness.
I'm not really too au fait with the financial stuff. Have we got the potential to spend in January?
No. So,
Until we make the ground bigger,
we have to rob Peter to pay Paul. So this is why I don't think like Elliot's playing, because if we play 10 games, we've got an obligation to pay for 35 million. I think either people will leave in January, which I don't want. Ollie will leave, but there's potential Ollie could leave. Martinez could leave. That's where all the speculation was.
They didn't look like they were leaving yesterday.
No.
They were.
But I think that's nothing against them. I think that's the emotion of scoring in the
They look like they're bought into the project with that amount of jubilation.
It's Martinez league, and that's been talking about for ages. We would nothing. Honestly,
I agree.
that save against Odegaard.
Yeah.
It's just like a world class. I mean, the value of a world class. And he is genuinely world class.
Although he's not, isn't Olsen.
I
don't worry.
Oh, Brighton, yeah. No, it wasn't Brighton. They get Wolves.
Sits onto the bar and then backs down and he
pushed it away. I do worry about Martinez because he's not the same. When I say he's not the same, not performance-wise, he's knuckled down. He's better this season than last year, but he's not his usual playful shithouser himself with the crowd. Occasionally he does this to the crowd.
And last season he was more, I love the Villa, he's been quiet.
He's been very quiet.
But his performance has been better.
Yeah, which says to me he's put himself in the shop window.
I think he won Holte in the World Cup. know he's Argentina's #1 anyway, but he's just waiting to play.
I don't ever want him to leave. I love him. I think he's super.
I think there's more that's gone on, and the club has just said we need to sell him. And we don't know anything like that. What's his fans? It's like, you're leaving us.
Yeah.
And he's probably told me, Johnny, last year, we're getting rid of him because we need the money.
Look, it may change because if we were to go on and finish in the Champions League base and win the Europa League and offer the Champions League football, why wouldn't he stay? Because the offer's from Man United. Why the fuck would you go to Man United? The club's crumbling.
I think if
Man United aren't going to come in
anywhere near Champions League,
It'll be going somewhere else. But just on the financials,
He's absolutely incredible.
I'm not saying that
I think
spent big in
we don't know
Jam,
what happened before.
but I think we can do something in Jam.
Yeah, we just hear that.
My understanding of what was hamstringing us in the summer was the UEFA SCR rather than the Premier League PSR. And the UEFA accounting period is January to December. So we'll be onto a fresh accounting year.
I think that'll be January.
So, but in that case, I don't know what the finances look like, but it might mean there is opportunity.
There is definitely some people in January. So we need reinforcement because if we are, like I say, if we get them in December, we are there and thereabouts. Just like he did last year when he brought Sergio and Rashford, that's what we need. We need that reinforcement and challenge and stuff, and really push through. And we need
make it one chance to get
down and prove that when he wants to go and play the World Cup because he can.
I think better this year than
Like, maybe Rogers and what they can either go to the World Cup, right? Play the World Cup, and that's how big it is this season. Rogers started to play Watkins. Hasn't quite got there. It's the last 2 games to be better. So let's see what happens. But look, it's a great time to be a Villa fan. I couldn't see Grayson yesterday. Like, Watkins' chance for straight.
He got himself there. He got himself there.
But to a player yesterday, they were fucking brilliant. They absolutely left everything on the pitch. And the keeper's interested. You know what I mean?
I know he's sitting a little bit close to it.
I know what Gaz is saying.
No, I'm not giving you any credit. Matty Cash, not against him.
But then again,
He had his legs open. He finished that sentence.
He invited him to go and say
What was brilliant yesterday was that we wanted it more. And that, again, is something we bottled less times than 2 seasons ago. At Christmas, we played Sheffield United at home. And if we won the game, we got top of the league. We drew 1-1. And we were awful. There's something to do with
there's a realisation, I think.
They broke some steel. Well, look, you've got to go through the bad times to get the mental strength to win things, haven't you? You learn more by failing than you do by winning. So they've had over the last couple of seasons what they've done. They went out, crashed out in the semi-final of the crashed out in the semi-final of the FA Cup, crashed out in the Champions League on the final day of the season. There's 3 really tough experiences they've had to get over. They're still playing at these levels.
And the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
As I just talked about,
Went out on goal difference.
I think there was a free shot though. That was a game they weren't expecting. It was a bonus. I hear you.
Still being the eventual champion.
We saw the hangover in the Champions League from the first, through the summer, the first 5 games of the season. But what it has done is it's given them that experience of losing and that awful bloody, I don't know, whatever flavour it is in the match. I don't want to taste that again. And it's given them the ability to get over the line and come back from 2 down against Brighton, or dig out a goal out of absolutely nowhere against the Wolves, or fucking hell, just great sheer pandemonium yesterday against Arsenal.
Maybe that explains it together, doesn't it? We haven't seen it. It's kind of like, you ride those waves. Look, there's a long way to go. We're not even halfway through the season. It's kind of, we have to take one game at a time, so it's all ifs, buts and maybes, right? But if we get to the end of December,
when he's on it, he's ridiculous.
We've got to start to believe. It's results like yesterday's guys. Maybe we can. what I mean?
Because a Villa team that
He's not worth the money that he
Arsenal
is.
got their equaliser and we're still on telly for a bit.
That 15 minutes spell.
Our Villa teams
Maybe
we came back.
play 10 games, go play 35.
Pinned them back, mate.
For the last 10 minutes,
Arsenal were hanging on for dear life.
We're just like,
Goals Craig, that's the question. Teams just do not pull Arsenal around like Villa did yesterday.
Harvey Elliot.
Is he worth the punt? I know you've got to pay.
Well, I think he's great at modelling Christmas jumpers, and he's great at.
But what do you think for the under-21s? At the end of the season.
This is great.
It's basically buying someone in Jan, isn't it? Play
It's really weird because
35 million quid to spend could be Ollie Watkins.
I would buy him for 35 million for the rest of the season. He's quality.
Well, but not if he can bring somebody in January.
I think the surprise has been is that Buendia's been good. That's the surprise. But if Buendia wasn't good, Elliot would be
my only question is about this is that Emery has not even put him in the matchday squad.
Yeah, but he's been told not to.
Well, I don't know, but what's the? No one knows the plan. It could be the speculation is we're going to send him back to Liverpool, but
to replace Salah, who's been thrown under a bus.
I felt sorry for him. There was a picture I saw. He got presented with like player tournament, the under 21. And he's in his Villa kit, and he can't even get into the
Mate, I was genuinely excited about the signing because he's a quality player, right? But
I also wouldn't be surprised with Emery going, he'll be one of our starters for the whole second half.
So this is the other thing.
Emery sort of thing.
Reports from Villa Park are that Emery really likes him. He's impressed with how he's handling himself, impressed with how he's working in training. Like he's not kicking up a fuss about going, I'm not playing. So Emery might have had a chat with him and gone, actually, mate, look, come January, we've got Guessand going after the African Nations Cup. We've got a place in the squad.
Yeah, I wondered that right up until yesterday. Guessand was playing like internationals by himself. I need was Elliot.
Because Guessand's getting ready to leave, and he leaves next week.
Yeah, but if Elliot was going to take his squad place, surely yesterday was an opportunity.
But like you said, in terms of the financial thing going from January to December, like I think all that business will be decided in January. So I think from January, Elliot might get a chance.
If you were mid-table, you don't take the risk, but where are you heading?
Mate, who knows? But look, I think
There's the new rules coming in as well, isn't it? Is that changing anything?
what new rules?
The new financial rules that they've just all agreed to. Does that change anything from our money and spending?
No, but Ben makes a good point. Is that the new financial year for us now, because we're not dealing with Premier League PSR, we're dealing with UEFA SCR.
So it's going to be 75-80%.
But that runs from January to December. So January's the league.
Just to finish on Elliot, right? Because I'm not quite sure what the actual financial situation is. Obviously, if we're paying for another game or two, we have to pay Liverpool 35 million quid.
If you play 10 appearances,
For what though? For him for the rest of the season?
No.
So the question is, do you want to sign Harvey Elliot for 35 million quid? And
Or not?
That's the question.
Anyone would sign.
But as soon as we play 10 games, we have to.
He's good enough, isn't he? Look at the experience.
We're obliged to pay it.
Like I don't.
But not if they decided to
If they
allocate
don't pay 10 games, you can go back. We don't have to pay it.
Everyone knows he's going to settle.
Yeah, but he's not.
Look, the good news is he's only young, so like it's like.
Yeah, but if they found a striker,
It could well be that January signing that brings us where we need. I don't know. I expect this to be made in January because he can't afford to be not playing football. Like you can't go from player to tournament.
that's what I'm saying. Is if they've identified
he can actually
I think they're saying
they need that 35 million quid,
just sitting on your bench.
or they need 150k a week.
I'm going to go and buy one. I've got my order yesterday.
If they're better off sending Elliot back.
I've earned my place.
Yes, but they've got plenty of cover.
I could have to be make so much money out of them. So that's when I start fucking paying.
So we're the saying, guys, the difference between Elliot's reaction, which should be praised, but it should be the norm.
Who? Giraffe.
Compared to Salah's.
Massive.
Well, apparently my place there, I should get it no matter what.
Salah's as his space, mate. Like, we had a bit of I don't know how we got into the debate yesterday on our live show about Arsenal. We were talking about it, but I guess because he was live and Salah would come out and say what he said, right? So, but
the only person
I think it's an absolute. I don't know how he's got the audacity to do that. Like, apart from the fact
The
that
only thing I'm thinking is it's to Norwegian. I'm like, is it Is it real? Because I'm like Norwegian. Why would he be talking to Norwegian news?
Well, I hope behind it. It's AI. It wasn't me. It's also not that fake. In fact, I could do that ChatGPT. I'm going to go home and do it right now.
I know Liverpool is big in Norway.
Mate, I say fuck off to Africa for the AFCON and then go to Saudi on your way home because you ain't coming back here. That's what he said.
And then Dev.
I think it's awful. If he's actually said that, I've earned my place.
That's shocking.
Mate, if you're on a slot there, you go, mate, I'd be emptying your fucking straight out.
It's like Roy Keane or any player who's retired 10 years ago. I've earned my place.
Oh, can you imagine saying that about Alex Ferguson's time? I've earned my place this squad. Mate, he'd be dead. That'd be a game over. Oh, Salah's gone missing.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a professional.
Do you know what I mean? Those two destined Liverpool squad, rest in peace, Diego Jota. I think that is the big thing for me, for Liverpool. People have criticised them massively, but you have to remember, I said this at the start for Liverpool, they lost one of their teammates. Do you know what I mean? That's not.
Do you know what they said that on Match of the Day yesterday for the first time? And they were like, maybe they're really struggling because their mates dead.
Yeah.
That's
a breathing process, right? Like this guy, like this Barry's popular at the
what does football matter?
Yeah.
Mates dead. You know,
do you know what I mean?
That is a big factor.
And people were close to him, so like.
And also, I mean, it's a lesser point, but it makes it very, very difficult for Burks and Isak and people coming in.
Yeah.
Coming into a very, very difficult situation.
Absolutely. And you expect them to settle straight away. Like, it's massive, man. Like, I think Liverpool need to give their head a wobble a little bit, like, and just have the season as a transitional period.
Yeah, and trusting on.
Maybe I'm naive in terms of business, but I can see the owners pretty much doing it.
How is it possible? I was trying to say,
if they don't do very well,
saying,
I think they
I think it'd be alright for that very reason.
How is it possible to spend 450 million quid on world-class players and make your side worse?
Well, like we just said, you lose a player to a sudden death, and you've got a core of the squad who aren't getting over that. You've got two players who are full of energy and not like part of that, and you go, look, we've got a moving process going on here, and it hasn't really settled. Like it just hasn't.
Two of your biggest players in transition as well.
The two centre halves have got it well.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Like literally both of them though.
I'd say at one point I was like that guy.
Mate, apparently Real Madrid were tapping him up. They came out and said 2 weeks ago that we don't want him anymore on a free next season. Can you imagine that? Because he's been that shit this year. Yeah, we were into fucking no chance here.
I'd say he's bad. I mean, he looks like Ross. He's not going to catch it, and he looks
weird style of defending, and his pace always got him out. He gives people almost he gives people space. He can strike the space, and then he closes them down at the last minute in a way that a lot of other centre halves don't do. And I'm not sure he's got the pace to do that.
We're going to make his really real.
I don't know. Well,
is he as slow as Torres?
It's general overall. You're making
Toney's back on the ball.
Yeah. What is that about?
He's back on the ball. He's done it the last 3 games or something now.
Speaking of, what were we talking about? The sort of Salah and Elliot, their reactions being quite different.
Yeah.
I really do feel that, like, if you can get enough players in your team, which I think Villa have got, who are just fully invested in the project, who fully just want to be part of it and are willing to take their place. And you could name probably 7 or 8 more Villa players and 2 centre halves, 4 or 5 midfielders.
Yeah.
Everyone who was celebrating that goal the other day. I think you're doing really well in
Agreed, mate.
I think it's a great spirit in the team, in the squad. You know, I think it's going to take us quite a long way this season.
I agree, mate. I think the midfield is the key. We've got an abundance of players that can get into that midfield now, right? And actually, I'm critical of Torres because of his lack of pace. But if you look at Kamara and Tielemans, they protect that back middle so well. You know what I mean?
Can I give you another one?
Be a break.
Well impressed with yesterday when he came on. Bogard.
Tom's intuition.
Yes,
I thought he gave
intuition, please.
just as we were losing energy. I thought he came on with a load of energy.
You know what, right?
Anything nice.
I thought
We haven't spoke about him. Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree. I think actually, and then we've had faith in him for a while. I think he's unfortunate in that his favourite position is that holding midfielder. You know, with Tielemans coming back, he's just
even though the commentators didn't have a clue. Cheers, man.
What's a war training for him?
Even though the commentators were trying to basically say, why is he playing central midfield? He's a right back.
No, he's not.
I was like, you two just,
they don't know
they didn't have a fucking.
I was quite happy that he went to right back because when he took Torres and Cash up and I was like, don't play Lindelof at right back. that guy's slower than Torres. You know what I mean? Like, so I was quite happy that Lindelof went to centre back and Bogart played right back. I just hope Cash is okay because actually he was looking at he was holding his groin. So
it's interesting that he's Garcia. I think he was on the bench.
Well, yeah, that's another interesting factor. We have to talk about.
Game. He'll play maybe.
I think he'll get minutes in Europe this week.
I think he'll play against Basel.
But it was interesting he decided to go with
the live watcher on, by the way, first.
It's interesting he chose to go with a makeshift right back rather than bring a right back on for the last 10 minutes.
I think Costa's played in 1 minute. Well, yeah, in a game that's when every game's come back on. And actually, like when Emery made those changes, I think we have to give them respect. Like he went full out into this game. He was like, I've got to do it. We have 4 attacking players on in that last fucking 15 minutes.
Crazy Martinez, isn't he? Who's at the end?
What about?
And they asked the fans when they equalised, you know, you're too shit for fucking Arsenal. He's left because you're shit. He's left because you're shit.
Can I make a point?
Please.
The main issue I see with the Villa is about strikers.
Yes.
We got rid of Duran, obviously. He was a
we didn't get rid of him. He was mentally unstable and like, everyone wanted to keep him, but he was disrupting the squad.
He had a good time. He's out.
I remember him finally making
I'm trying to think of what the next step could be. The only one available in my head who I think would make a difference is Ivan Toney.
Yeah.
I know he's controversial. I know he's got a
gambling problem.
What about Mateta?
It's a big gamble.
Is he available?
Yes. Of course he's Mateta. I've said from the start of the season I'd love Mateta. Right. I watched him today against
Tony. I'd like Tony.
Mateta. Palace is built around him.
Isn't Tony a blue?
Yeah, but Glasses is one whose contract is leaving. Like Mateta was like. Don't be wrong, they went up to 4 today, Palace.
There's something that Toney did about it.
Look, we need to disrupt that Palace team because they keep fucking beating us. Right, so we've got to play them in January, so let's buy their striker off them before they play us.
No, I think someone else will come in for
I'll tell you who I wanted. No, it's not an option anymore. I wanted Toney, David.
Yeah. I saw him at Villa when
he went to Juventus, didn't he? But when he was at
ready to win.
So the French team that we beat in the quarter-final of the
Lille.
When he was there, I thought he was quality. I thought we should have gone in for him.
Yeah, maybe. But go back to your Ivan Toney thing. I think it's a risk because of he's not playing the Premier League for a year, right? And like he's capable. But I don't think he fits into Emery's kind of like.
Tony.
I don't know.
He's not a workhorse, no.
But
He's got goals, and he can certainly score a penalty. And that's a problem for him.
I saw Villa lose. I think we actually beat Brentford 4-0. And he was, I swear to God, he was the best player.
Who, Toney? Yeah. No, he was. Yeah. That was a
couple of seasons.
Yeah, I'd like
remember that game. That was when we had that.
I think he'd buy into it as well. Then we could get.
I think he bites.
Well, look. One thing that Emery will do. If you've got a player,
He's made his 37 million a year.
if you've got a player that has got ability, Emery will bring it out. Like he's like, what he's done with this Villa squad cannot be underestimated. You've got players that were mediocre shit, and he's brought them up to a European champ. Like if you look at Morgan Rogers, no one had even heard of him. He picked him out from
his potential.
He picked him out from Middlesbrough, and he's made him an absolute world beater.
He had a pretty good game the other day.
He was brilliant, mate. Look, he was shit in the first 5 games, but the last 5 games, he's been one of our best
He has
players.
his shit games, but Emery, I've heard Emery say to sneak him because he knows
He's got a moment in the match. He looked fucked yesterday, but he didn't stop. And like, then in the last minute, he pulls a cross in. He's absolutely brilliant. Watch that ball. He's brilliant. Takes fire out of it. Yeah. And so,
Marlon held it up.
Mate, so he was at the left foot game. Sancho came on. He goes over to the right. He's tracking back. Look, he's fucking. You can see he's blowing. And I'm like Emery, like literally, like Rodgers could lose his head, be decapitated, he would still fucking keep his.
Probably got about 10-15 seconds of doing something.
Yeah. He's not dead yet. Keep going. Keep running. I'll hold his head up. He's fucking still connected.
The body minus So Tielemans, I actually thought.
Oh, here we go.
I was thinking when I was watching the I thought that he would go for the 3 of them in the midfield. Boost up that midfield like you went with Buendía and Rogers in the middle. So he played the exact team I thought he would play. The one I didn't have to play at deep. Otherwise, so I thought he'd play all 3 of them in there. And I thought Tielemans had a great game insofar as breaking up play, tracking back. The vision to see things, but his range of passing just doesn't seem to be quite on since he's got back from injury. And the last few games, he just seems to be misplacing passes.
He's only played 3 games since he came back. Forward, he played for Belgium, but he's got the last minute goal. I
agree, it's quality. And we just, do you know what? The misses he normally makes just seem to be going missing at the moment.
Do you know what I love about Tillemans? Do you know what I love about Tillemans? Right, and this is he absolutely loves the Villa. Like, you watch the reaction to the goal. Not only that, after the game, when the players are celebrating and the music and it goes, like he's fucking got his hands in the air and he's singing like he's a fan. I was like, fucking hell, Tillemans. Like, he loves it at the Villa.
My mate said was massive lessons like Helen Temple, and he was like,
cheers.
It's like Tillemans, but he's like, gives away a lot of power, he's a bit slow, he's going to be tight, great, he's good on the ball, but like, you know, he's never a massive fan. I think he's really stepped it up.
I think Emery's made him into a fucking captain. Like, if it wasn't from the gig, we have to talk about it.
You've got to have a good couple of he's moving, competent, but like a Kamara, Unana.
Thank you very much, sir. He'll turn away
with him.
He almost recycles too much.
We can do that, and we need him.
I think that's the power of our midfield now. We've got 5 or 6 players in there.
I almost think he's
complimenting each other. Whoever's playing.
When I'm not trying to win very much. We had a beer yesterday, but
Nana's been brilliant.
I don't sit very well for drink, and I've got no words. It's a nice outdoor free one. And now the entire world knows.
He was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. And like, but even yesterday, like, you're right. But his physical presence is a problem for teams. And he plays well. I was a bit surprised.
But no, if I go somewhere like this, where I know they've got really good
and he's also welding. Yeah, brilliant. So I will say that I know they got last laugh because Declan Rice surprised me yesterday because at 70 minutes I was watching because I always watch these players. I want to see what they do because they are world class players. I was sat here, Declan Rice yesterday. I was looking at Eze. Eze was terrible.
I think about Eze's stand kind of having some of the Arsenal things, but I mean they affected them. They've shoehorned it. They got back in. Eze is like just proved he's a fucking hat-trick in the centre.
And then put him on the left. Yeah. And then take him off. It was his fault for the first goal. So
his face was perfect, wasn't it?
he was like, oh, yeah. It's fucking nice. But like, I'm part of this app, the finances app, right? So you get to look at opposition like views and stuff. They have gone in on Eze big time. They have fucking slated him. Like, and I'm like,
after the Villa game.
yeah, and I'm like you just said there, after the hat-trick, what are you talking about? You played him out on the left. Like, you nullified, you took away your... But don't be wrong, right? Odegaard, what we did brilliant yesterday. We nullified Declan Rice and we nullified Eze. And so Odegaard had loads of the ball.
He did.
Right?
And he got
what he's doing.
That's me. From Martin Keogh. Right, we'll get that fucking second point. He did nothing. And I was thinking exactly the same thing. John, look, you've just taken Eze out and he's won a hat against Spurs where he was fucking unplayable. And you put him out there, so you nullified him. And now that's fair. And then you fucking... It's unfair for me.
Well, look, I'm really pleased that they did because when he played for Palace, he always fucking scored against us. So I was like, oh no.
He's amazing.
Here we go. And then he sticks on the net. I'm like, yeah, had to be in. And if I got that far,
but can we talk about that comment, Martin Keogh, right? Because this has been a big thing, right?
With the first team squad.
No, I get it, right? We know that Gary Neville's a Man United fan. We know that Gary is a Liverpool fan, and they are genuinely biased in the thing. It's one of the things that analysis is there for. You get a true fan of people, right? But Martin Keogh,
he was a late call-up to commentate.
Because Ali McCoy's no flight back from Washington.
Perhaps would have been a bit more of a Villa love.
Actually, I didn't see the commentary of the game, but like, I watched stuff online to that.
No, he was shocking.
And he was like,
actually, both the commentators were shocking.
Like, the bias is unreal. But it's like every tackle Villa make is a cool one. Everyone that asked to make should have been a foul. Like, you know, like that's a brilliant pass. Odegaard, man of the match. There was at least 10 Villa players on that pitch.
I know this is a football podcast, but
and he did it scoop one way. They came and he scooped you.
Have you seen their coverage?
And then
He goes to sponsor opportunity.
And then
fuck me, awful.
he's you, right?
I haven't seen any of the cricket because we've been so shit.
Yeah, we're not talking about all I can say. If you want to improve your commentary status,
He's noticing that.
sort it out for you. Got solution focused, but you can't just go in with problems.
Yeah.
I know,
Sorry for
absolutely.
one,
But he's right. Fucking coming to the next big shit. I had to turn it off to those. Right, and I was on the play every other day, and I was like, I can't watch it. It's unbearable.
You know, there's only one thing worse than the English cricket team, and that's TNT's coverage. In fact, I think the players are down tools because the coverage is so fucking shit.
So if you want to improve it, hit me up, drop me a message in the comments.
It's Mia.
No.
That's a quick reference to the other.
And then shoot
Anyway,
down.
right, so genius, fucking not you, like Emery.
I thought it was what the youth did online when they just right swiped on Tinder or whatever it's called.
It's all fun and games.
I thought that's what they did. I thought they hit one another up in their
How long's
DMs.
that been recorded for?
I don't know. I suspect it won't come out because you've got so many different conversations going on.
45 minutes. Fine, we'll give it a 10. And mate, look, it is what it is. You know, it's a car passion, not people are watching.
we're gonna talk about that.
So it is what it is. But this is what it's about. It's just about authentic.
Sunderland and Man City
Because
legend.
everyone I see is something doing like this. It's kind of, you've got 3 or 4 people sitting around a table, it's all very focused chat. I want focused chat, I want chaos, I want fucking like, this is what it's like.
Goal yesterday.
Absolute
afternoon.
chaos.
That's the point. Complete chaos. And I love it. I was like, anyone who I'm like shouting at the telly and bouncing.
Mate, you got to be careful about Gary Neville, because he's one of my sponsors. I'm only joking.
Well, I was going to did you see that podcast or whatever it was? Where Vieira was like, I fucking hated you.
Oh, really?
Gary Neville was like, no, I fucking hated you. And at the time, I was a big Arsenal. I favoured Arsenal.
Yeah.
Over Man United, absolutely.
But now, listening to Vieira, I thought Gary Neville, what the fuck are you jokes on you, mate? Because this guy, he was just a workhorse. He knew what he was. He was a Beckham. And he fucking, how many Premier League titles have you got?
Compared to him.
Shut your mouth, you know.
Did you see the podcast the other day where Gary Neville was like, I'm gutted. I didn't have an agent, and he only got $1.5 million a year, and there's Rooney saying he got 17. He's like, I only got $1.5 million. You got 17
Very
million.
nice to target an agent.
There's one Ray Rooney that's about 50
Going back to your goal match scramble, I haven't seen a goal match scramble in ages. I forgot how much I love the goal match scramble. It's like, oh, this is chaos.
Do you know what's been absolutely fantastic online? Watching the Arsenal fans meltdown to each other. You've got all this like, mate, if you go and check out Arsenal TV and just put Arsenal content guys and watch the meltdown of the live watch alongs, it's fucking outrageous. Just get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. And we were all like fucking, look, it's fucking like, but not at any point.
He's talking about Marvellous and Nakamba. He was chaotic, but
there are, I will give it.
John Duran was captain.
There are a few Arsenal fans that have actually been complimentary and got really deserved it, right? So we're giving their credit. But on a whole, there are, like you said, the majority of them are like, no credit for us. We've got 3 centre backs missing. Name me a game that Emery has ever mentioned that like injuries. He just doesn't fucking do it. It's like you've got what you've got.
Oh,
He
no,
played
match of the
half
day,
the
match of the
season
day, to
last-
fair to him, said, we have to recognise that Suba and Gabriel weren't playing, but I think Villa played so well that it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered. Match of the day was super.
how many minutes?
I don't know if I agree with it, but it's a nice
How many games last season?
But what I would say though is,
did he have to play Kamara at centre half?
Yeah.
spend a lot of money.
He's still finished.
Didn't fucking moan or bleat about it once.
Mate, he's never has. He's like he's
probably their
just knows
weakest
what the job is
point.
to do. And the point is, when you've got a squad of players, like, you get them up to a
I think it's their
level
weak
that they can
because
just
I think
step in when you
their
need to.
squad otherwise
And so when
is
you
like
go,
like for like. They've
when
got
you hear
some great
people go, "Oh, we've got
players.
3
Centre-backs.
centre-backs missing," that happens to every team. Everyone gets injuries. Like in a fact, marriage, if you can't do it without them, then you ain't good enough to win the league. And I think Arsenal will fucking bottle it because they are bottle jobs. They haven't got the
We're not the same
middle,
with
the
Mings
players to get over the line. Man City are more
Say
likely.
the same about us. Every time we've been in a clutch moment over the last couple of seasons, we've fucked it up.
But until this
we're
season,
not.
but that's that game yesterday and that game on Wednesday, the 2 games we probably should have won. They're momentary games.
I wholeheartedly agree.
If we lost one, we've got no one. I mean,
I would go back to what I said before about Villa going through the moment, toughening them up. I think that would happen with Arsenal as well. I think they'll get some players back.
I think they'll be right because they're a good side.
I would be surprised if they go to the league. I've actually got down in my minds as favourites for the Champions League.
Yeah, potentially. Look,
let me show you a video.
I think they're a quality side.
I think they've got more chances
because
in
they're
the
just
Champions
now
League
taller
than
than me.
I don't. I think they'll be champions.
It's quite funny actually. You watch this penalty,
and I don't think they'll be anywhere near the Champions League.
I think so. I think Man City will win the league.
There he is.
Why are we talking about Arsenal?
Takes his penalty.
Yeah, I think they'll perhaps.
He scores it, and look how tall he is compared to everyone else. There's Peter Crouch for you.
Mate, this is great footage for the podcast, by the way. Can you show? At least show them.
It's my son playing for West Brom. West Brom not been up, sorry.
Gone off fucking pitch.
Arsenal will be out in the quarterfinals.
West Brom.
You reckon? That's what I think.
Because they'll bottle it,
like that.
but they won't bottle the league.
Gangly. And
This situation.
I reckon Villa and
I'm such a
Arsenal.
amazed Claret Brewery. We'll talk about it, man, and see if that finishes correctly.
I've just got a feeling that
I've been wrong before. I'll definitely be wrong again.
Unai wants to beat Arsenal so fucking badly.
Yeah, I love that.
Quite clearly. I've just got a funny feeling that we're going to meet him in the FA Cup final.
Oh no, I've got PTSD about that, mate, from 2015. But I did.
No, but he'll do another one.
I did wear my
And then
scarf
maybe they won't win anything.
Because at the 2015
Oh, we
FA
can't
Cup
play him in the Champions League. We can't put them over in that.
Yeah,
They'll be fine in the Champions League. They haven't got to play Villarreal. Villarreal or Sevilla or someone in the Champions League.
Chairs, if you see
Can they play then?
I wore that scarf yesterday.
Agent Unai could give them a phone call. That's what you do, guys.
It worked. I'd just like to say that yesterday was, again, one of the greatest moments of our experience.
Was it limbs?
It was, mate, it was more than limbs.
Mate, Ebbs, if he was here, he said, look at the limbs, man.
Yeah.
He said it, look at the
Was that on the telly?
Yeah.
Just showing it.
It just like the PSG game last season was immense. Like because there was a belief that we did it and we beat them. We didn't go through. But yesterday,
But as Ben said it, the PSG game was, we've won, but we're not through.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of anti-climate.
but this was like winning the game, and it felt like a shift in balance. That shouldn't have happened. And we spent the last 10-15 minutes of that game looking like the only team that were going to win it.
I would say last 10 minutes. Up until the last 10 minutes, I thought Arsenal were looking quite strong. But then it was like we just fully committed at that point.
When he went 4 up top, mate, he was like, I'm going for it.
I'm not going to lie, I panicked at that point. Just settle for the fucking point.
Do you know what they were
I'm really happy with the point. At that point.
They were talking about the commentary, the tactical nous of Emery, because he said that he put Tillemans 10 and he put Rodgers to go wherever he wanted to go around him, and Arsenal didn't know what to do about it.
Well, it was
The
weird.
amount of space he seemed
When
to
he
have.
brought Sancho up, Rodgers was on the left, and Sancho came on and went, no, I'm here. And he went, no, you're not. Literally. And then, obviously, Emery must have gone, no, I want you to come over here. So they went over to the right. But, like you're right, they just didn't cope with him. And, like, actually, the goal, if you watch it back, it's a brilliant goal. Like, into Marlon, he holds it up brilliantly out to Rodgers. He just whips his ball in. And that,
Yeah, no, I 100% but happy to get there as much. Calculations, you feel like Emery's making all the time. Risk reward. He's got down to, you know, we're going to go for the standards, this is how we're going to do it. And he just seems to win this mental retreat. He's just
He's a quality manager.
Yeah, but he's made some tangers as well. Taking Rashford off from Watkins to PSG.
I can do about 8 minutes. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Rashford, bossing that. He makes mistakes.
We still won it, didn't we?
But also Rashford wasn't. But mate, also Rashford was managing his minutes at the time. It's like, look, Emery doesn't do anything by halves. I think he's very calculating, like Johnny just said. I think he's made mistakes for sure, but they're very few and far between. He knows what the fuck he's doing. You know, even I've questioned stuff like yesterday. I questioned the substitutions he was making yesterday. I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Don't take an honour off. Don't take McGinn off. They're two of our best players. He took them both off. I thought, fuck, if I get a set piece now, we've got no height. You're taking it all off. And my mentality was, get a point, don't lose the game. His mentality is, no, we're going to fucking win it, and that's exactly what we've done.
But again, and I don't want to diss out Unai, but what was he doing against Liverpool?
That was a mistake.
That was definitely a mistake.
It was the wrong setup, mate. I agree with that.
There was a point against Liverpool if we'd scored.
That Rodgers chance, mate.
It's fine, mate. It's fine. Rodgers would have changed the game.
Well, there was a couple of chances today, like Cash had a brilliant save from his deflection. Rodgers hit the post. And then obviously, Look, the timing of their first goal.
You get those chances, aren't you?
Got their defence turned. We would be top of the fucking league.
Yes, but as long as the top of the league, mate, I think that's.
If he could have got a tune out of him, if he could have got a tune out of him in the first 5 games, we could have scored a goal.
Yeah, if
no, he's fucking brilliant.
Mate, Emery needs to stay forever. Build the statue now. Right? I gave him 100 out of 100 yesterday. I thought he kind of fucking respect. Like, it's substitution.
Do you rate the manager?
Yeah. Mate, there's updates going to the Watch This Space, Jeremy, where we rate the managers.
I enjoy that.
When's it going totally live?
January. It was supposed to be November, got put last year. They said it was going to be December, but there's still no updates coming out. I think it's going to be January, and it's going to be awesome. It's looking good, man. So, watch this space. So, I think I'm going to call it there, guys. We've been rabbiting on for a fucking long time. And thank you for listening. It's been ultimate chaos, right?
Might be able to understand a fucking word.
I don't know how this is going to come out, right? But this is what it's about. This is about real, authentic people talking about football. So, I love you all. We'll see you next time. And as always, every week we follow the boys in Claret.
It's all the time. Bye.
See you in a bit.